my goodness. Here comes the mulch. Okay, this is the remainder of the compost. Whole ginormous pile of mulch. Lots of work to be done. Hi everyone, welcome back to Eastwick Cottage Garden. It is a very blustery day today, like super blustery. So I hope you guys can hear me with the mic. Missed you guys. It's been crazy hot. Today's actually not so bad. We had a bunch of rain yesterday. We got about half an inch of rain, so that was much needed. The garden is very happy for it. We also, as you can see in the intro, got a little bit of a delivery. So I'm very excited about that. That is 6 cubic yards of mulch. So the task is to be able to spread that out amongst the garden beds and see what's left over to see if we can start prepping the new garden beds for next year. So we're going to see what we can get done today with, well, that's going to take a few weeks to get done. So I know my mom's coming down to help, and Jeff is coming this weekend to help to move some of this mulch. But what I would like to try to do is do some weeding, so at least that's out of the way when the mulch needs to go down. I'm going to also try to do some of the smaller flower beds myself if I can to get the mulch in. But for the deck steps beds, I want to put some more compost down. I still have some compost left over. I want to put some more compost down to, because some of the root balls for some of the plants are exposed. So I want to fill that in because it's, you know, it's settled out over the course of me putting the compost down originally. So I want to fill those areas in and prep them for the mulch to be put down later. So that is the goal for part of today, to do weeding and putting compost down. It is in the evening after work today, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done. I'm using my old tripod. Well, it's not actually a tripod. It's a music stand. It's a music stand that I used to use for performance. So we're going to use that. That's what I started out doing YouTube videos with. I'm going to use that because it's weighted and it won't blow over. So I think that the other tripod, the actual tripod, will blow over in the wind because it's very aggressive. The other thing, I want to walk around the garden for a little bit first, show you guys some things that are happening, and then I'm going to set the camera up and we'll get going with what I want to try to get done, at least today. Okay, so if you can see over here, I had to install last week, I think I installed it on Wednesday. The Japanese beetles are here. And I saw 3 and I said, no, that's it. No, we are gonna do something about this. So since then, there have been a lot more. And I know people say that if you put the traps out, they'll attract more Japanese beetles, but they're gonna come anyway. I mean, if you see 3, they're gonna be way more. So I wanted to prevent as much damage as possible in the flower, for the plants. They have been chewing on the roses. I haven't actually seen them on a lot of the roses, just a few of them, but I have seen them up in the Kwanzaa cherry tree, and I did see some in the Japanese maple in the front yard. So, I mean, these trees are big enough that I think they can handle it. I was just worried about some of the smaller and newer things in the garden that they might be chewing on. So as you can see, it hasn't even been a week, and this bag, I don't know if you can see, they're so gross. They're so gross and disgusting. The bag has got quite a few in there. They keep coming. But the interesting thing is, well, if you see the pole here, I had them on this pole, but I had purchased these shepherd's hooks that have the quad prongs on there for the purpose of maybe doing some bird feeders, but for the Japanese beetle bags originally. Well, it blew off. I had this is what I had to start with until these came in, and today I actually watched this blow off of it twice. So I was like, fine, we're gonna use the shepherd's hooks, and I had to, because it's so windy, I had to use a clip and some coated wire to really get this to stay on there. So hopefully this will do the trick, and it won't move. It doesn't move, just kind of rocks back and forth. So that's good, and they have been going in here. The other thing that I've noticed that I find quite interesting is that the house sparrows will dive bomb the Japanese beetle feeder before the beetles get there and like take them out of the air in mid-flight. It's absolutely fascinating. It's great. So this is great. It's kind of a collection place to feed the birds as well. So it's got dual purpose there. So kind of, it's gross, it's disgusting and gross, but kind of, happy that it's actually working, and some of the birds are getting fed as well. So a little concerning over here, taking a walk in the woodland garden area. I don't know if this poor bloom-struck hydrangea is actually going to make it. If you can see here, they have some green leaves, but they're browning, and the rest of the other green leaves they're browning and have dried up. So I know it's been really, really hot. So I don't know if it's just been a tough year for this. It's a new plant, so I don't know if it's just been stressed with the weather and the fact that I put it in the front of the house. I don't know. But I did actually purchase another plant to go in its place, not a hydrangea. I actually purchased a viburnum to go in its place, because I originally did want some evergreen interest here to block this open space, because you can actually see there's a road right there. You can see the cars going. And before all of that, you can see the little trees. I don't know, let's see if we can zoom in. You can see the little trees that are out there, but before, they were huge established trees, and it was much quieter in this area before the EPA came and did what they needed to do. So just trying to provide some more privacy and to kind of reduce road noise. So we'll see what happens with the hydrangea. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. It's been fertilized, it's been watered. Try not to overwater. I do have a soil meter that could tell me hydration, so I might stick that in there to see. But anyway, I don't know. It might just be too much for it this year, and I might have to replace it with something else. So anyway, if anybody has any suggestions, let me know, and all suggestions are welcome. So it's been super dry and super hot, and I did come out and water them regularly, even in this area here, to water everything. Some of the ferns got a little crispy in the heat, but I think they'll bounce back. But anyway, that's what's going on in that area. And coming over here, I'm trying to see if there's anything, super interesting. And here, the balloon flowers. We have some balloon flowers. I'm not going to go in there, but you can see them over here. They are blooming. So that's exciting. I'm kind of happy about that. So, and then our produce area is doing well still. The tomatoes are still tomatoing, and all the peppers are still peppering, and we're doing well here. So that's what's happened in the past few days since we were able to talk. And also, I'm going to zoom in there. You can see that the green twister, actually maybe I will go in. Let's go in for a little bit. You can see the lavender looking lovely, and the hummingbird absolutely adores it. Coming around here. You can see in here that the green twister, they look really good. This is the best that they've ever looked, although they're not very green right now. But you can see that the echinacea, this is about 4 years old, and it's finally got to a decent height and pretty good size, and the flowers are big. They've never been this big before, so it takes time for things to fill in and do what it needs to do, but they're very, very pretty. I was looking at this one here. Apparently there's an aphid that kind of attacks the center of echinacea, so I'm hoping that this isn't what this little, you can see how it's, I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, that's really close. Looks like some of it's been taken out a little bit. I'm going to keep an eye on it. This one looks okay, but I saw some ants on there. So ants like to farm aphids, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. What else is in here? So these are the balloon flowers. This one is a double. They're so pretty. I really love them, and I love the balloons, the little balloons. You can pop them open if you want to, but I'm going to let it go natural. One over here that's a little taller, and it's single, but oh my goodness, guys. The hummingbird is back. And I think it saw Riley and got freaked out. Let's see if he comes back. I'll try to zoom in and get a picture of him, video. So I need to do some more trimming back on the Shasta daisies, but that is for another day. Anything else in here? The container in the corner is doing really well with the coleus, the salvia, and the Biden's Campfire Marshmallow. I think that's it for in here. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Before I go out all the way, I just want to show you that this phlox, that I can't remember the name of it, I will get the name and I'll put it on the screen, is blooming and is looking really super pretty. And the dianthus in here is doing really well. Since we pruned it back, it has put on a second flush of flowers. Look at this massive pile of mulch. So this mulch came from Delco Mulch, LLC, and they're in Delaware County. And Carl came and delivered it. He is the owner. Very nice gentleman. Very good to meet him. And it is their premium bark mulch. So it's undyed. You guys can't really see. It's a really beautiful, like coffee brown color. That's not really picking up on camera, but it's undyed, all natural, organic, and I cannot wait to get it in the garden, and it smells amazing. So this is 6 cubic yards of mulch to go on the flower beds. They also have a whole bunch of other products, and Carl and I have been texting, and we are going to try to set up a tour and interview about all the products that they have and why they're beneficial for the garden space. So, looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Carl. So we're gonna head over to the back, and I'm gonna set up the camera, and we're gonna go for what we can do. I'm gonna turn the camera around real quick for a second to show you one of the deck steps beds. I couldn't wait for the mulch, so I had to try a little bit of it out. So here is, oh, you can't see because it's trying to get out of it. is I put a little bit of the mulch down just to see what it was like, see how easy it was to spread. Super easy to spread, way easier than the thick black like chunky mulch. Way easier than that, and so much better for the soil. You can see this bed is doing very, very well with the flowers. I really, really like this dianthus, this Constant Beauty Pink. This is the most, I don't know, prolific blooming dianthus I've ever had. I've just, been constantly deadheading it, but it just keeps blooming. And that's the constant of the Constant Beauty Pink on that. And the pink cashmere, the Super Bean and Pink Cashmere, is doing exceptionally well. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. Exceptionally well. And so is the Lantana Bandana Pink. All right, we're going to set up the camera and see how much we can get done on this very windy evening. Oh. Okay, that's not gonna work, is it? No. I've hurt my arm because I have weakness because of an injury in my, left shoulder, right hand. I actually hurt my lower arm, I guess, trying to compensate for the injury at the top. And so I tried to lift up this shovel full of compost, and that didn't work so well. So we're gonna have to do it this way and then just put a little bit at a time in. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot they can do for the injury. So I have to just adapt and keep moving. Isn't that what life's all about? Adapting and keeping moving. Okay, so we're gonna walk back here and just take a quick look at what we did. We didn't do a whole lot today. Anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around and we're gonna go through it. So in this back orchard corner bed here, I still have to sweep off the rocks and stuff, but I'll take more care into doing that when some mulch is laid as well. But I also wanna put some more compost in some areas first, so I was gonna just make a mess more anyway. So I will come and clean the rocks up later. But we got the weeds out here. They are now just laying down. For those who are new, I was using a stirrup hoe, which is one of my favorite weeding tools. to use. It's super easy to work with. And because this was done with a no-dig, no-till method, it was just cardboard, put down cardboard and compost on top of it. There's not really, the weeds aren't really super deep in there. So that is helpful as well. And then hopefully the mulch will be another added benefit to this. So, but I just wanted to, I don't know if you guys could see it before when I was working, but this is the cherry brandy rudbeckia, and it looks really, really pretty. There are some zinnias back here. No, I'm sorry, some cosmos back here as well. And if you guys have noticed, I actually put some tags in, which is helpful for remembering all the plant names, and I think they look pretty cool too. So, but that is going to be helpful for that. And so hopefully maybe tomorrow, I know it's going to be a lot warmer tomorrow, but tomorrow or later in the week I could come back and put some more compost in when I can pull out the gorilla cart and just kind of put a larger load in this area. And then maybe follow it up with some of the lovely mulch. So coming around also, we're in this orchard area here. I think I still have a peach left. Yes, still. I don't know if we can. There's still a peach up in the peach tree right there in the center of the screen. So we'll see what this does. I did spray the tree with squirrel mace to hopefully keep them away from it. We're getting more berries, flowers on our fall gold raspberries. The one good thing about having the wind is that the bugs weren't around, but now the wind has died down and the bugs have come back out. Awful. Oh, I can put my, hold on. I'm putting down my netting on my hat. That should help. Okay. All right. Sorry about that interruption. Yeah, so the wind's picked up again, but that's okay. The netting is down. And look at all of the raspberries. Tomorrow, and I keep saying that, I need to actually net these because the birds are going to take them away. Because these are wild black raspberries. You can see that they are coloring up here. And they're going to just take them away. Like this one is really, this one back there, you can see that one right there. Ouch! I just got, stuck. I just got stuck with it. Oh my gosh, I just stuck myself with raspberry. Brilliant. But anyway, yeah, so we'll see. See what we get with these. They're wild, they're native, they're just here. I just decided to kind of accept that they're here. Okay. And then coming back around here, this is one of my favorite views with the phenomenal lavender and the coronation gold yarrow. It's just so pretty to me. And one of our, this is the apricot fresco apricot echinaceas here that is coming in nicely. And still waiting, I do believe this is the strawberry and cream one, but still waiting to see what this one is that we planted a little bit ago. But I just think this is so pretty. So this bed's gonna get mulched in as well. We're getting more blooms on our dianthus and the salvia. I'm gonna trim that back again. This is the Midnight Model and the Paint the Town Red dianthus. And back here is the orange, double scoop orangeberry echinacea coming in nicely. And you can see here that we got, let me see if we could focus in on that. Just, there's a fly in the water. Almost half an inch of water. Now, how did he get down in there? All right, I'm gonna have to dump him out. Okay. And here's a better representation of the fresco apricot echinacea, which I think is just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Coming down here, and I wanted to show you this, that this is the strawberries and cream starting to bloom. So I don't know if you can see just ever so slightly a little hint of pink possibly around the petals. So they are going to pink up, and then the end should be white, and then we have our strawberries and cream. And coming over here to this bed, we just put some compost around the sneezeweed or helenium here, and then some around this fresco apricot echinacea, just to build it up so the root ball isn't as exposed. And we did the same here on the other side with this sneezeweed back here, and again with this fresco apricot echinacea. So that is really what we did today. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. Here's the netting to keep the bugs off of my face. Hope you enjoyed coming along with me in this little outing. So much nicer to be out here when this weather is cooler. It's a lovely breeze. But anyway, so I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope that you are getting a chance to get out in your gardens and beat the heat that we've been having. How bad has it been for you guys with the weather and the heat? I know in the Midwest they're having some storms again, so I thought to with you guys on that, and in Texas as well. So I'm just gonna go in now. Riley's a little anxious to get inside, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.